Hey y'all, good morning. This morning I'm gonna take a little trip back here into the woods. This is one of the properties that I hunt at. Me and my buddy Matt lets us hunt here. So I'm gonna walk back here. I got several cameras back here, deer cams. I'm gonna check them. I'm gonna swap my memory sticks out, and I'm gonna mess around with my drone a little bit back here too. I'm gonna take y'all on this trip with me. So first, when I walk in, I notice a lot's different. I hadn't been here in a couple months, so I don't know what to expect, but a lot's different, you can tell. This is the trail that leads into the hunting property, and it's kind of growing up pretty thick. And then this is all new right here too. I don't remember, this wasn't like this last time I was out here, so you can see they've been back here doing something. It's pretty cool. Hopefully it's gonna help. I'm not gonna go down there today, but hopefully it'll help with what we're doing out here, help with our cause. What I'm using to record this video currently is the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. And I'll put a little link in the description so that y'all can go buy one. But it's a gimbal. It's for my cell phone. I'm using actually an iPhone 10 with this as well. It's pretty cool. I haven't used it much, so I'm just getting started, messing around with it a little bit. But I'll get back with y'all in a second. Actually, I'm fixing to make the turn right here down towards one of my cameras, and I'll let y'all see this. This used to be an old junkyard back in the 70s, I believe, from what I understand. So there's an old school bus right there, as you can see. And all this kudzu that you see out through here is covering vehicles. There's vehicles all over this place. It's a pretty cool place, really. But this is an actual, this what I'm walking on right here is an actual gas line. Petroleum, I believe it's actual gasoline type of line. I could be wrong. I really don't know what the hell I'm talking about half the time, so don't take my word for it. But it's some kind of petroleum line that runs under the ground all the way down through there as far as you can see. But again, as you can tell, there's old junk cars out here everywhere, which is pretty cool. And I've hunted right in here before, right over there in those woods. I've hunted. Used to be a good stand buddy here last year, shot like a 13-pointer maybe, one that we've been getting on camera for the longest time. We've seen them on camera. I got pictures of them. Maybe I'll try to get them and post them on here for you, of this deer. The thing was massive. So yeah, I'm gonna walk down here. I'm gonna mess around with my drone a little bit. I have the DJI Mavic Air, which I'll also post a link for. I'm gonna bust it out here in just a second and mess around with it. And I'll try to include some of that in this video as well. All right, y'all, I'm back. This is one of the stands that we got right here. You can kind of see it right there. And what happens is it looks out over all of this right here, which is a really good place for hunting. It's an awesome spot. There's a camera right here, so you can see the deer. They'll come through out of those woods right there, and also right over there. You can see that's where they bed at, right over in there. And pretty cool spot. Now this is the The guy who lives here and lets us hunt this property, this is his stand. Right there it is. You can see it. It's a really good spot. That kudzu's growing up over it pretty bad. It wasn't like that when I was here last time, so. But this is where they come. And this is where my camera is right here. You see my camera. Here's one of my cameras. Right here. So I'm gonna check this batteries on this and replace the memory stick, and then I'll be back in a minute. But yeah, it's a pretty cool spot right here. All right, y'all, so I'm back. I changed out the batteries on it, and I changed out the memory stick actually. And I checked the batteries, and this thing's been out here for months. This is a Moultrie camera. I believe it's like a A30 maybe, or A20. Maybe $50 or $60 I paid for it. But that thing still has 45 battery life left. I ain't never changed the batteries in that thing, I don't think. So that's a pretty good camera, it seems like. All right, so I'm gonna head out of here, back up here to where my drone is. Hopefully ain't nobody messed with it. Left it in the middle of the road. I'll let y'all come out of here with me. Yeah, this is a pretty cool place to hunt, man. I sure do appreciate these guys letting me hunt here. Matt, man, he's a good buddy of mine, so he seems to want to stay in trouble a lot. That's his only problem. And my big fat self is excessively heavy, and walking in and out of these woods whoops my butt. But I need to exercise, so I guess that's a good thing. All right, I'm out. Wore out too. Whew. So I'm gonna walk down here. I got another camera right down there on the left, and then we're gonna cut up through the woods into a rock area, which I'll show you that as well. All right, so right here is one of our stands that we hunt from. This is what we call the suicide stand. This stand here actually, I forget the height that it comes, but that ladder you see there, it comes in several pieces, and we actually took a piece off of another stand exactly the same and welded it. Well, not welded it, but we had to cut it, fabricate it to get it to fit, so it made it another probably 4 feet higher. But what you're seeing right now is actually the view from that stand. So it's a pretty cool stand. It's way up. And you can see just about anything coming down from both ends of this gas line. We haven't seen anything out of it yet, but still a pretty good stand. Now what you're seeing right here is where I'm changing the batteries and the SD card out of that camera. I've already looked at the camera. There's not much on this one for some reason. Thinking I might move this stand this year, but we'll see. Either way, I'm getting ready to move, and we're going to go down across the rock back into the woods, into the areas where we do most of our hunting. So we'll see y'all there. Now, what we got right here is you go off of this gas pipeline, and you cut through this little cut through right here. And what this little cut through takes you to, it takes you out onto this big rock, and it's huge. It's massive. I'm not sure exactly how big it is, but I'm about to walk across it, and it goes for a long ways. It's always rough walking across this big thing. Well, actually, this is probably the easiest part of the walk when we have to walk through here at 4 o'clock in the morning. But so yeah, we're gonna go across this rock and then back in the back corner of the property. Right here to the left if you were to take a left, I'm going to go straight across, but if you were to take a left right here and go to the left over in those wooded areas, that's where Matt likes to hunt, back in there. There's a couple of stands there that he likes to hunt at. So I'm going to walk across here, and I'll see y'all in just a second. So I messed around with my drone for a little while, tried the active follow, whatever you want to call that stuff. It didn't work very good. I mean, it worked okay, I guess, but not as well as I thought it probably should. So now I'm going to walk back through I'm on the back side of the property now, and I'm going to walk back through the woods here, and I got 2 more cameras. I've already checked 2, and I got 2 more to check back in here, so I'm going to take y'all along for that. Here in Georgia, there's granite everywhere, and I'm not too far from Stone Mountain, actually, so that might be part of the problem. But we're going to walk back through the woods, and as you can see, I'm walking up on another big old piece of rock. Right here. And this trail goes back into the woods. This is the backside again. This is the backside of the property. And right straight ahead, if you keep walking straight for probably another 100 yards, you'll run into a neighborhood. But all of this area right here is where all the deer are, I believe. I shot one. My buddy Matt, he shot like 6 or 7 last year right in this area. To the left here, over in these woods here, is where he does most of his hunting. And right here at the end of this little trail, it forks. You can either go left or you can go right. And I like to hunt to the left, and he usually hunts to the right. So maybe I'm in the wrong spot. I shot one last year. I actually shot 2. One of them got away. I could never find it. But as we go down in here, this is the spot. Now, as you can see, the trail goes left right here. And that's where Matt always hunts. And then to the right here is where I always hunt. So I'm gonna walk down through here to these cameras. And this property is located in Gwinnett County, Georgia. It's right here east of Atlanta. Here to the left is where the neighborhood is, right through those woods where you can see that sunlight through there. That's where the neighborhood is, right in there. Right here's a blind that one of our other buddies, Shannon, he hunts that blind right there on occasion. So right here is where I hunted last year. I have a big 2-person ground blind, and this is where it was, right in here to the right. It was right in there, maybe 30 yards. You can see the big patch of hardwoods right in there, and it's all surrounded by pines mostly. And that's where I shot my one deer. He came across, actually, he came across this trail from left to right, and I was sitting in that blind right in here, and I watched him come by and I shot him. Actually, I watched the doe go by, and I let her walk, and then the small buck came by, and this is my first deer of the season, so I shot him. But I took the blind down because I didn't want to leave it out all winter, or all summer actually, and it's at the house. Not sure if I'm going to put it back up in that same spot this year or not. Probably won't. Hadn't decided where I'm going to put it up. There's plenty of places out here. This is about 77 acres or 87 acres, something in that area. Again, it's right here in Gwinnett County. One of the busiest counties, like the second most populous county in Georgia, next to Fulton County, which is Atlanta, of course. So here's the end of this trail. This trail forks off to the right, which will go out that way to get back to over by where my truck is. But there's also a stand up there, which is where Buddy shot that big monster. But here to the left is where my stand is. We're gonna go down here. I got another camera down here. We're gonna check it. Man, I'm telling you too, there's rubs and scrapes everywhere. Not right now, but during deer season, I'll make some videos of deer season as well. But man, you wouldn't believe the amount of rubs and scrapes and stuff that are back in these woods. I'm sure we'll find some scrapes probably, or some rubs actually, not scrapes. Here's a blind that we use here. Well, I don't really use that one. It's a little small one-person one. And then mine is over here, right to the right of that, off in these woods. This is my stand. And I'm gonna walk back here and golly, this place is overgrown bad. Can't really remember where my stand is. I think it's right down in here, along with my other camera. You can see this little trail I'm walking on. This is like some kind of path. Yep, there's my stand right there. There's my stand. Still doing good. And then my camera is around here somewhere. I thought it was on this tree right here, but apparently it's not anymore. Almost as if somebody stolen my camera. All right, well, it seems as though somebody's stolen one of my deer cameras. Pretty sure it was on that tree right there. Looking here at this, I had some sweet feed here, and it was looking at this pile of sweet feed. That kind of sucks, but you know, guess it's part of the game. Look, there's a little turtle. Little turtle chilling right here. How you doing, Mr. Turtle? So yeah, guess it's all part of the game. Unfortunately, everybody ain't what they should be, but you know, it's okay. That was the one I was looking most forward to seeing the pictures of, because it was right over this sweet feed thing, and you can see something's been tearing this little area up right here. So, oh well. Guess we'll have to get another one. But at least my stand is still there and everything like that. Now we're gonna head out of here. Head to the house and see what we come up with, see if there's anything on them. Man, I hate that there's people out there that want to steal my cameras though. Pisses me off. But what can you do? Just thankful to have such a nice place. Jeff and JB Gibbons, those are the ones who live out here on this land, on this property. My buddy's Matt, that's my buddy Matt's uncle. Matt, appreciate you. Damn sure appreciate you. Ready to get back to work out here. Put some corn and stuff out. Northern zone here in Georgia, finally, just a couple weeks ago, allowed for baiting again. Which, I don't know. Whether that's a good thing or not, seems like it makes it easier for sure. So we'll be doing that this year, I'm sure. You can tell clearly somebody's been riding something back through here. I don't know who it is, but somebody has. Man, this stuff sure is thick too. I like to come back here with a bush hog and bush hog all this stuff. Maybe put some food plots out. All right, so now we're coming out, and there you see the house. That's where my truck is parked. And this is that gas line that I walked down to begin with, but now I'm on the opposite side of it. So basically what I did was I made a big circle. So way up there over that hill, that's where I started, and I went straight ahead that way, went back through the woods, turned around and came back out on the backside over here. So 70 acres, 80 acres, whatever it is, that's what we got here. Pretty cool place. Can't thank these guys enough for letting me come out here and hunt all this stuff. So I'm gonna head back over here to the truck, go home, look at some pictures and see if there's anything worth looking at, and maybe post a video in a few days of my little adventure today. Thank y'all for watching. Subscribe, like my videos, comment, click on the links. I'll have some links in the description about some of the stuff that I'm using today. And thank you guys again for watching. God bless.